Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 26th of August up to the 1st of September 2018. And let's start, and this is for you coming from Taurus. So let's start with the 26th August Sunday. It's not a very good day, it's even a worst evening and nightfall. So it's going to be one of those terrible days where things go wrong in the morning. By the time you wake up, problems of the past come to revisit you, and it's a beautiful Sunday waiting for you to be happy. You can try your best. I would like to see you do that. The best way is not to take any responsibility, like wanting to make the plans, wanting to make the decisions, because the program for the morning afternoon is that all planets go slow, and so you'll be very frustrated if you make the plans. Let others do so, and that way at their own speed everybody will be happy. It's when I mean planets go slow, they just mean they are really going slow. And so you can't be faster than your own planets. Don't try that. You'll be ahead of them in no man's land and you'll get nowhere. And then you'll have to come back and start all over again. So these planets that go slow, they frustrate you because they create delays. They create postponements. So all this, and these planets also bring past issues to come to revisit you. Somebody brings it up, you might bring it up. And so all these kind of things lead to depression and frustration. So be very careful what you say, be very careful what you do. There's one other planet from the evening who is making some visit in the morning, afternoon. This is the planet of anger. And he'll make you angry very quickly. And he'll create some kind of verbal words that you use or actions that you use that are going to be very provocative. Well, we'll go to the evening, nightfall, it becomes even worse. You don't want to be out, believe me, because whatever you try and do, things are going to go wrong. But if you have to be out, just show your best side. Whisper to yourself every 5 or 10 minutes, I have to take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft. It will soften you. And with all those lovely things that you're going to say and do, it will become a much, much, much better evening and nightfall. So you can tame these planets if you're clever enough. Don't be provocative and drive very carefully because accidents are very possible. Let's go to the 27th August Monday, and it starts horribly for you. It's a time where the anger planets are full at play, and while you could be provoked by others who are angry, and that makes you angry and retaliate. Or you could start the whole thing going by you causing the problems, by using words which are not good, actions which are very fiery, and then comes the retaliation. So it's a working day, and if you are working in a job, tell yourself you cannot afford to show your temper, and if somebody else does, just remain calm, because if you also show your temper, it's a tit for tat, and it will just go on and on and on. Remain calm. Tell yourself the whole morning and afternoon, stay calm. Leave any arguments for another day. Well, it's a day where everything can go wrong in the morning, afternoon. And so whatever you try to do, it'll be very difficult. So you might as well not take the lead, whether at a job, whether in business. Be part of a team. Whatever mistakes making for you, miscommunication, miscalculation, others can also be involved, and they might be able to correct it because they might be having a better day than you. Think of it that way. Don't want to take the lead in this morning, afternoon, or you're going to be having a lot of blame put on your shoulders. Evening, nightfall is a little bit better. I only say a little bit because many of these morning, afternoon planets would like to have also with you in the evening, nightfall. And you don't want to bring all the aggression and all the anger in the evening, nightfall. And there's a planet of arrogance that you join as well in the evening section. And so the anger, the arrogance, you've got to be an angel, you've got to be calm, you've got to be the nicest person in the world to get away with this. Well, you can, because you're listening to me. And so you want to make your evening and nightfall very nice. You may be out with people you work, you may be out with people you do business with, or just with people you love. Tell yourself you're not going to take the lead, you're going to agree to everything somebody else says. And that way these planets will be very confused. They will just settle down and leave you alone, and you'll get away with it that way. You might meet somebody very important in the evening, nightfall period. So dress well and look good. 28th of August, Tuesday. That's a much better day. You start in the morning feeling a little bit fussy about everything. criticizing people very easily or criticizing circumstances. You're not happy that way. Well, don't do that, because when you don't do that, you might provoke the situation. So by the time you leave home, don't provoke it, or there will be already trouble. By the time you get to work or you get to your business place, don't be arrogant. Be part of a team. You need teamwork this morning because you have a lot to do. You got to meet important people. So teamwork will help you a lot. And if you can negotiate, if you can be flexible, you are going to do pretty well in the morning-afternoon session. I like your evening nightfall tremendously well. You're going to be a very happy person. It's either a love story, or it's going to be a business story, or help my job story, some story that's going to go down very well. So go out with people that you love, people that you know, people that you work with, people that you do business with, or just go out on your own. You're going to knock into somebody who is going to be very fond of you, very friendly with you. So it's worth a while dressing, looking good in the evening nightfall. And look good in the morning, afternoon too, because you might meet very important people as well. 29th of August, Wednesday, you start your work day or business day very well. You are imaginative, you are creative, and you are just plain lucky. So you're going to say things and do things that's going to attract a lot of attention. So do your best, work hard. You're coming to the notice of your bosses, you're coming to the notice of people who are in business. And it's a morning, afternoon that can give you plenty of advantage, plenty of profits, plenty of possibilities. I see one global planet there as well, so you might get some great contacts from the internet as well. Evening, nightfall, I don't like so much. They're the planets of domination, basically, that make you very stubborn. Well, one or two of your good planets from the morning will be there in the evening to welcome you, but not enough. You've got these evening planets who make you very stubborn and very dominating. Well, don't do that. It's as simple as that. Go according with the plans everybody else has made. Don't want to push your weight around as how things have to be done. If somebody is going to order a bottle of wine, don't jump on that person and say, I'd like you to order that. Go with the flow. Go with the flow in the evening nightfall period. And you will be able to see that I see business planets there. So if you go with the flow, you might just make some contacts which are good for you in one way or another. 30th of August, Thursday. Well, you're going to be very bossy to start with. You're going to be very pushy, very prodding. You want things done because I suppose there are deadlines to be met. So you're serious about your work. You won't get much support from people if you get very pushy and dominating. So you want to be nice to people. You want teamwork. You want to show them that you are on their side. And then you will make your morning, afternoon much, much better. Otherwise, you're going to isolate yourself if you're going to be a tyrant and a dictator and be so dominating. And it's not going to go down well. Respect your bosses and respect your seniors because they'll be watching you as well. Evening nightfall really turns bad, or it can turn really bad. There are planets that make you rebellious, so the situation becomes very tense. Others may be rebellious and it still becomes tense. There can be clashes of words, there may be clashes of action. Drive very carefully, accidents can take place. So there is some kind of disarray of planets in the evening nightfall. And you can make them worse by being rebellious yourself. You can make them worse by not wanting to just be part of the team. Well, you've heard all this from me. So you've got to make the change if you want your evening nightfall to proceed well. If you don't have to be out, don't be out. But if you have to be out, tell yourself you have to be part of a team. You cannot afford to be a loner. 31st of August, Friday, very fast planets are seen throughout the whole day. When they move fast, your opportunities may come fast if they are good, but if they are bad, then everything goes wrong very fast. And in this case, for you, on the 31st of August, your morning, afternoon is all against you. So these fast planets bring about chaos by creating miscommunication, miscalculation, rebelliousness, not caring for rules and regulations. One by one things go wrong, deadlines will be missed, unexpected issues cropping up. Oh, it's a terrible morning and afternoon in that way. So watch out, be on your toes, answer your emails, there are messages coming in and out, and if you miss one or two, you are in trouble. So you've got to be really on your toes, and if you have deadlines to finish, You've got to finish them, otherwise blame is going to come very readily. Evening, nightfall, all these fast planets from the morning rush in there and they want to have a good time with you as well. And in the evening there are other fast, furious planets, planets of communication, all gone wrong, planets of calculation, all gone wrong, planets of argument, plenty waiting to do that. You will drive fast, you will create the speed, you will talk fast, you will do fast, all for the sake of creating trouble. So go slow. Tell yourself every few minutes, talk slow, think slow, act slow. And that way you will tame these planets. You will slow them down because they got to be with you. You'll slow them down, everything will come under control in the evening nightfall period. Avoid any kind of argument. Otherwise you'll go on and on. So it's a very tricky day for you on the 31st August. Money can be lost, nothing much to gain. 1st of September, Saturday, and the morning, afternoon, some good planets are there. Good enough to make your Saturday happy. Only one thing is, don't want to be in charge. Because these planets can make you very arrogant, and when you become in charge, you become very fussy and you're very good, very clever to criticize anything that comes your way. So tell yourself, morning, afternoon, you want to do the opposite. You want to be friendly, you want to be helpful to people, you want to show appreciation. You can then turn these planets to bring attraction to you. So you see, you attract, with these planets of arrogance, you can attract people by not being arrogant, but by being a person who wants to praise other people. If you do that on this Saturday, your morning, afternoon will be wonderful. Evening, nightfall, watch out. You can have a clash with people very easily, and you can have differences with people, and your ego will be overly sensitive, and you will become dominating step by step. Why? Because all these planets want you to take charge. And if there's somebody else in the group who wants to take charge, there comes the clash. So back down. Tell somebody else to take charge. You just sit back and enjoy yourself. That way you will have a wonderful morning, or rather in the evening and nightfall period. So that's a Saturday for you. It might not end too well in the evening, nightfall if you're not careful. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll have your date of birth and your time of birth and looked at your palms, and I'll face read you. And I'll be able to then predict your next 7 or 8 years or so. And this will be based, as I said, on all the information given to me. And I will go through calendar year by calendar year, age by age. I will talk about all areas of your life, and I'll give you information about your lottery numbers based on your date of birth and time of birth, so they become your personal lottery numbers for the rest of your life. And you can compare these lottery numbers with the ones I'm giving generally to see how they are doing that month, whether you have a better chance or not. So I'll give you your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky directions, plenty of all this given to you so that you can take full charge of your next 7 or 8 years. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, let's make the contact and let's get it on these 90 minutes so that you can have your next 7 or 8 years fully under your control. Until then, thank you and good luck.